Hi and welcome to Parkinson's Wellness Wednesdays. My name is Alison and I'm an exercise physiologist who works for Parkinsons New South Wales. Parkinson's New South Wales exercises are not intended nor implied to substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis or treatment. Please consult your own health professional teams before engaging in online fitness programs. Our weekly Parkinson's Wellness Wednesdays are to encourage people living with Parkinson's, their family, carers and friends to challenge each other to be more active and learn why being more active is so important for people living with Parkinson's. Today we're talking about what type or form of exercise targets the different motor symptoms of Parkinson's. Firstly, the main motor symptoms are the tremor, which is the involuntary shaking when at rest, rigidity, which is that abnormal stiffness or pain or cramping that occurs with Parkinson's, and Akinesia or Bradykinesia, which is the loss and or slowing of movement, any movement. These all lead on to a postural disturbance, which is like a stoop and having poor flexibility and a loss of balance, along with a decline in coordination and agility. So what style of exercise improves each of these symptoms? Well, it's said that 20 to 40 minutes of cardiovascular aerobic activity has given some people with Parkinson's temporary relief from their tremor. There's no scientific proof for this, but many people have said they believe in the early stages of Parkinson's, it helps modify their tremor. What's the worst thing that can happen? You get fitter, which has been scientifically proven to help all Parkinson's symptoms. So thoroughly recommend cardiovascular aerobic activity for you. For the loss of balance experienced with Parkinson's, consider Tai Chi and yoga or any movement that challenges your balance. This could be standing on one foot or walking heel to toe in a straight line across a room. To improve your coordination and agility, try dancing, boxing, soccer, or any activity that involves coordination and agility. It may be playing a game of head, shoulders, knees and toes that will work for you. To target freezing of gait, which is the sudden temporary inability to move, and this potentially causes a fall. Find a Parkinson-specific exercise program that emphasises bigger movements, powerful movements, such as lifting up a knee or hands as high as possible and stomping them down as hard as possible. The bigger and more exaggerated you make the movement, the more it will work and help towards minimising those temporary inability to move and send the message forward. We targeted that last week quite a bit. And call our info line nurses to help find any form of physio or exercise specialist who's trained in Parkinson's exercise methods. They're the people who'll be able to help you with these large, big movement activities. For dystonia and or muscle cramping, this affects often the legs, the calves, feet, toes, or back or arms, wherever you happen to get it. Try doing lower impact exercising, things like aqua aerobics or walking, and regularly doing stretching and flexibility exercises. Very important with that. You can also strengthen the opposing muscle, and that may also help that other muscle not to go into a cramp mode. Speak to an exercise specialist if you require assistance with this. To maintain good posture, try these activities. Use a mirror to check your posture. Look in it front ways, turn sideways throughout the day, or a reflection in a shop window. Be aware of your posture, and if it changes or you're aware that you're slumping, try and catch it and change it, make it correct again. Ask family or friends to tell you if they notice you stooping. So as soon as you get tired in the day and start slumping, get them to give you a tap in the back and bring yourself up nice and tall again. Don't sit or stand in one position too long. You'll tend to seize. That just happens with age, but particularly with Parkinson's. Change your position often and take movement breaks. Get up out of that chair, walk to the kitchen, make a coffee, roll your shoulders, twist your body, whatever it takes to feel like your body's moving again. Use a lower back or a neck roll to cushion and help maintain your posture. So if you're driving, instead of sitting in a car driving like this, put a roll behind you and in your shoulders and neck and help lift that back and feel like you're in a good postural position. Yoga, Pilates, Tai Chi classes will also help with posture. Ask a physio for specific posture recommendations and any remedial exercises. Stooped posture makes the muscles in the front of your body shorter and far less flexible, and the muscles in your back grow longer and weaker, so it's even harder to maintain that posture. And eventually, having poor posture will affect your breathing with the collapsing of the lungs and rib cage in, and swallowing, and these can lead to some very, very serious health problems. Posture is really important. Please type any questions you have into the comments section, and I am here and will answer them as soon as possible. If the question you'd like to ask is personal and you prefer not to write it in the comments, please send us a private message through Messenger or call our info line on 1800 644 189. Thank you for watching, keep well, and I'll see you next Wednesday. Bye.